Hello and welcome to a new episode of The Black Mirror 2. Today we are playing the chapter 2 of this game. And before we start, I say please support me however you could. Please follow my channel or watch my videos on YouTube, like and subscribe. It helps me a lot and it doesn't cost you anything. So, let us start. Chapter 2. Darren, sad. Was expected to wake up in the hotel room. This girl.
Darren Michaels? My name's Conley. I'm captain of the local police department.
Are you gonna arrest me?
No, we're not. But we need to talk to you. May I come in?
You're already inside.
Sure. So,
You work in Fuller's photo studio? Is that right?
not anymore.
Part time.
Not since yesterday.
Not anymore. Why?
The work atmosphere. I quit.
Quit? Or were you thrown out? Was there an argument?
Why? Has something happened to Fuller? Please say yes.
Well, yes.
Have you arrested him? Or did someone beat him up in a dark alley?
Would you be happy about that?
Only if it was painful.
He's dead.
No.
He was stabbed to death in the early hours of the morning. We're still counting the wounds. Can you tell us anything about that?
No. Nothing you'd find fitting.
Someone must have been pretty angry with old Mr. Fuller. How angry were you with him, Darren?
So angry that I don't feel sorry that he's dead. But I've got nothing to do with it. Look, I saw him for the last time yesterday afternoon when he threw me out.
And you haven't been in the store since then.
No.
Darren, we found your fingerprints.
Of course, I worked there.
On the safe. Was that part of your job?
Look, what do you want?
Where were you last night?
I was in Biba's diner with a friend.
Correct. Angelina Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't known her very long, have you?
Do you have to be engaged if you want to go out with a woman in this town?
Very
Yes.
funny.
Indeed.
Only if you did know her better, you might be able to explain why Miss Morgan murdered Mr. Fuller.
What?
She was practically caught red-handed.
Practically?
She was standing over Mr. Fuller's corpse, covered in blood. The whole thing could have only been clearer if we had a notarized, certified video of the murder.
That's crazy. Perhaps
Okay.
she found Fuller dead and wanted to help him.
That's what she claims too. And what was she doing in Fuller's store in the middle of the night?
What do I know? Ask her.
We have. She says she was told to go there by a man on the phone.
By the guy following her.
Correct, by a stranger. That's why I'm here. Miss Morgan says that you told her about her pursuer.
Yeah, absolutely. And the hotel owner saw him too.
I've already been to see him. He confirmed that someone was asking after Miss Morgan, but he couldn't give us a proper description. Did you get a proper look at the man?
I did. His eyes are close together, and...
Not here. Come down to the station. We can do a photo fit there.
What about Angelina?
Yeah. Well, let's see what the guy you saw has to say about all this.
Give me a break. If he was the one who called, he's not gonna admit it.
If there was a call in the first place. Please, come as soon as possible. We need that photo fit.
I have no idea what it looks like. Like an English gentleman. Chapter 1 is over. Fuller get killed, and the nice girl that we met the day before was there on the spot, and she is expected that she killed him, or not. Who knows? But now we are starting here and try to solve this mysterious crime, and just try to figure out how this have to do with the backstory from Black Mirror. Okay, let us start. The guy was saying that we should go to the police station to find out, or just say how the guy looks like that did that. Okay, let's start. Let's go.
No, that's not him. The hairline was higher.
Like that, perhaps?
No, it was more... Can't you just let me have a go at it?
Sure. Look, here are the various chin shapes and eyebrows and so on.
Yeah, I was watching you. I get the idea, okay?
You can change things using the arrows. When you're
I was
happy
also
with it,
when I was
click on
playing,
save.
so-
Alright, I've got it.
I'm making
Okay,
picture of the
okay, let me
guy
know when you're
that I
finished.
remember how he looks like.
Okay, the quicker the police find this guy, the quicker I can help Angelina. What did he look like again?
Ugly. Hmm. No, das ist gut. Yeah. They're all really similar. It's a nose. Similarly. What? No. I think that's it. Yes, and the eyes. Nah. The nose. No. It's just a nose. I think this could be the nose of the guy. Mm-hmm. Say yes, nah. Oh. Ooh, nice. Jeez.
Are you finished?
Huh? No, it's not quite right.
Oh.
Can I take a break?
Yes, but just a little one. We need that photo fit.
Alright. I've remembered something else.
Very good. Please.
I think the hair is just a difference. Nah, yeah, this.
Finished?
Well, he looked something like that.
Like that is not enough.
Come on.
Have another think.
Yeah.
I can know how he looks like.
I've remembered something else.
Okay.
Very good. Please.
Better? Come on.
Are you done?
I don't know. It's still not really him.
Just think about it a bit.
I've remembered something
Very
else.
good.
Maybe it's the nose.
Have you got it?
No.
Not as easy as it looks.
Very funny. I've remembered something else.
Very good.
Maybe it's like that, and the nose like this.
Are you finished?
Huh? No, it's not quite right.
Yes, but
Alright.
Come on. Okay, just try something else. Maybe get a better photo of the guy.
I'm gonna keep this portrait of Angelina. She looks just...
mhm. Okay, just main screen.
Back there is the smug, ignorant captain's office. Does he really believe that Angelina killed that fat bastard?
She was there, so makes some sense. Well, that she is the main suspect. Snow. Strange guy and strange women just appear in the village, the small town, and then she's killing this guy.
These rather sinister fellas are wanted. There are some wretched criminal mugs among them.
Maybe the curse of the Black Mirror family is on Darren, and he is just killing everyone around, and he is the one who did it.
I always wonder if police photographers get special training in making everyone look like criminals. Or is it because the pictures are on manhunt posters? It always seems to me the people in those pictures are exactly how you would imagine a criminal to look. The police must have been decked out with new computers recently. All quite modern 486s.
The good 486s.
The new Pentium processor is already being advertised. You have to wonder who really needs that kind of processing power. As long as I can still run my old Sierra Adventures, I definitely don't need a quicker system.
So true, man. No. I want to stream anything, then it's already too much with a 2-year-old gaming laptop. Okay.
Selling water is an unbelievable business. You fill the bottles with water, put on a pretty label, and charge an arm and a leg for it. All these darn mega conglomerates even try to seize control of the water supplies for entire countries. Then the price soars beyond the imaginable, and the people, who are already poor, are completely screwed.
Yeah, it is like that.
I'm not thirsty.
I make some leftist comment about it. Yeah, it's ecstatic. It's a water for too much. Then don't want to drink anything. Okay.
Offender, victim, crime, destiny.
Okay.
Everything filed in an orderly fashion, and therefore closed. And if a case is solved, then chance must have played a part. I hardly think they're gonna let me snoop around in the records.
Oh.
Huh. Clever, ambitious, and hungry. A model American citizen. Everyone pats her on the back, but she's almost a robot.
Yep.
That's the way to the cells. Huh. I've already spent a couple of nights in cells like that after protests. In my
The land of
circles,
the
that was
free.
something like a badge of honor. I just thought it was crap.
We cannot visit our dear friend. Gonna leave. Hey, don't leave. Finish that first.
We're still not finished here.
Ah, shit.
Sorry.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep this portrait. I've remembered something else.
Very good. Please.
You have to lucky bead. No, it's I don't know. Things like that, the eyes. Dark. I think this is good. Now.
So?
Ah, that's him. The guy that followed me and Angelina looked like that.
I don't know him. Perhaps a tourist. You also said he spoke with an accent.
Exactly. What now?
We'll post the pictures around town and invite the gentleman in for a talk.
And Angelina?
Yes, well, she's...
Oh, Angelina!
I'm here to save you, my dear Angelina. You're everything for me.
Darren! It wasn't me! You've got to get me out of here. They want to pin this on me.
I know, but we'll get this sorted out.
They want to charge me this afternoon. You've got to somehow...
Come on, Miss Morgan.
Darren!
Darren.
I'll get you out of here. I'll think of something.
Come on, Darren.
Leave me alone. I'm gonna find out what's going on here. She is innocent. What was her motive?
That's the thing. We don't know.
Look, others had a motive. Fuller blackmailed people.
Is that so?
Mrs. Biber from the diner, she paid Fuller. Lots of money.
How do you know that?
Is that important? She had a motive. And what about that guy? He was at Fuller's yesterday.
We didn't find any money in Fuller's store, and this gentleman's a witness. Nothing else. As far as the alleged blackmailing is concerned, have you any evidence?
Evidence? Ask Mrs. Biber.
And she's gonna tell us if she was blackmailed by Fuller?
Sure not.
Put her under pressure.
Based on your speculation? No, that's not enough. We need evidence. Or at least something that would suggest blackmail before we can move on it. And until then, our only suspect is over there behind bars.
Fine. Then I'll get a hold of the evidence.
Yes, Darren, you can do it.
Where do
You're
I start?
better as a police.
I need evidence that Fuller was a blackmailer. But what did he blackmail Mrs. Biber with? And was it just her or were there others? I bet the secret door in his basement has something to do with it. But how do I open it? Has Fuller still got the key on him? I've got to find out.
Yeah, good.
What piss-awful weather. Suppose it's fitting somehow.
So let's go. Let's ask the nice nurse if she knows anything new about my dear mom. Mama.
Hi.
Hello, Mr. Michaels. What can I do for you?
How's my mother today?
No change. Her vital signs are all okay, but she is still comatose like before.
So we can only wait.
It looks that way.
All we can do is sit and wait. Yeah, that's sad. That's a stranger.
Has the guy who inquired about my mother been here again?
No, at least not on my shift.
And please, can you tell the other nurses that they should keep an eye out for this guy? The police are looking for him.
I know. The police faxed through a photo fit picture.
Good. You heard what happened to Fuller?
Oh, yes. Beatrix told me. They brought him in here this morning, covered in blood.
Did you know Fuller?
Not personally.
What do you mean by that?
I'd heard of him. You... Okay, listen. I'll tell you. As a woman, it wasn't an especially good idea to have your picture taken by him.
Why not?
He was a creep. And was not supposed to be able to keep his hands to himself. That sort of thing gets around, of course.
Thanks very much for the information.
No problem.
Yes, then. It's normal that no one want to go for Fuller when he is such a creep. There's a goddess here. Let's go fist you, mommy. Mommy, how are you today? Isn't you? I don't even can click on her. Mommy, I want to talk with you. How are you? Okay. God. Sneaking around him. Get there inside.
Excuse me. This area is only for staff. You're not allowed in there.
Oh, excuse me. I didn't know that. I've got to distract the nurse somehow. She won't let me in there.
Hey. Nurse.
I don't want to stop her from doing her job.
Okay.
Right now.
Let's go somewhere else. Maybe find the trash at the... the diner. Aha! Gotcha. You was throwing away evidence. I know it. Oh, there's a reflection in the windows. It looks really nice. Or
Clues in the trash, huh? Huh.
how
Worth a
old?
try. Oh,
15 years.
man, that's
15-year-old game.
So, what have we got here? Trash bags with leftovers, packaging, paper towels, and... Hey! Some torn up pieces of paper.
Exactly that's what I'm looking for.
That really might be interesting. Those are the paper snippets out of the trash can at the diner. Let's see if I can put them back together.
Ooh, puzzle game. Ugh. Yeah. Okay, maybe down there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Alright, that's the middle part. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looked good. Straight here in the corner. Just in the corner. Ah, nice. This once in the fitting positions, and I don't need to do anything more. Let's just stick together. It's good, and make it more easy for me. Here. Ah. Okay. Yeah, come on. So, now I have it.
Yeah, I think it's a letter from Fuller to Mrs. Biber. Maybe even the one I stuck in her hand yesterday?
Liebe Sie.
Dearest Claire, I'm a little disappointed that you don't
come to visit me anymore. Don't you miss our time together at all? All the fun we had. Take a look at the pictures. You look so happy and contented. Don't you think so too? I tell you, that was some kind of fun we had too. And you just can't bring yourself to admit it. Are you worried about it getting out? Well, it would be too embarrassing, wouldn't it? A married businesswoman has to watch her reputation. What would the folks say? What would your husband do with you? It would be a scandal. But I'll protect you from it. Me and 15 Ben Franklin stand between you and shame. I'll expect the, bonus this evening. Bring it to me, and I'll enjoy myself with your pictures for a few more weeks. F.
Yes. So Fuller have some naughty photos of Mrs. Biber, how it looks like, and now he's blackmailing her.
That's at least evidence that Fuller was blackmailing Mrs. Biber. 15 Ben Franklins is $1,500. But is that going to be enough for the cops? They're going to ask her what he was blackmailing her with. And if they ask her, Biber will deny everything. I've got to find out what Fuller was using to blackmail her. And I'm sure that the answer is behind that secret door.
We need to get in there. Oh, here, Doctor. Tell me.
Doctor
It is
Newhouse
something
from
new
the
about
hospital.
Mommy.
Oh, excuse me. The health center. Dr. Newhouse?
Yes.
How is Mommy?
Do you know how my mother is? Or should I ask someone in the hospital?
I've already seen your mother today, Darren. No change. And I think we ought to take that as a good sign.
Are there good medical reasons for thinking that? Or is that just wishful thinking?
Optimism never hurts.
So it's just wishful thinking then.
Darren.
Thanks, Doc.
Do you see this guy?
Have you ever seen this guy? He was in the hospital yesterday.
In the hospital? I don't think I saw him. Why didn't you ask the nursing sister?
He was here in the diner, too.
Huh. That's right. I think he was talking to Mrs. Biber.
Did you notice anything else?
Afraid not.
Okay.
So how was old Fuller killed then?
Oh, I'm afraid I'm not allowed to tell you anything. They're still investigating.
What? You think I'd tell the press? I did used to work for him, and I'd like to know what happened.
Well, okay then. He was stabbed.
And more exactly?
He was stabbed nearly a dozen times.
That's a lot.
Not a nice sight.
Did he bleed to death?
Not necessarily. Could have been shock. Could well have been that some vital organs were injured.
Huh. So looks like Fuller had a pretty free choice of how he checked out. Somebody wanted to cover all the bases for him.
Darren, you really shouldn't speak of the dead like that.
I'm not interested in the dead. I'm interested in the murderer. As I understand it, there's also a department in the health center for the less mobile. A morgue.
Yes, that's right. This is a small town. We doctors at the health center are also responsible for checking corpses.
So don't you have to have special training for that?
If there's even just the slightest sign of a crime, then we get an experienced pathologist over from Portland.
So that means that Fuller still hasn't been looked at.
Right now, we're waiting for the pathologist. We've only prepared him.
Do the nurses sometimes stick their fingers in the deceased's personal effects?
Outrageous! Of course not. These things are properly stored away in the morgue, as they should be.
Thank you.
So the money will still be there, maybe?
So, are the cops in Biddeford any good?
How do you mean that?
Do you trust them to find the killer?
I'm sure they'll do their best.
Oh, right.
We've never had a case like this before.
Oh, so you don't reckon it's such a bad thing if they've got the wrong person, since they still have to practice?
I'm sure that the captain will solve the case.
Well, that's it for now, I guess.
If you've got any more things you want to ask, just come and find me.
So, Mrs. Biber, tell me something about Fuller. I have this letter.
Mrs. Biba?
I'll be right there.
So where was your husband last night?
Yeah, and what's that got to do with you?
What's that with him and Fuller?
I'm asking you.
Have you ever seen this guy?
This weird guy, the one who bumped into me yesterday. Have you seen him again?
The guy from yesterday? Sure, I think I'd remember him.
This guy.
Oh, him. Nope. I haven't seen him again since he was in here questioning me.
What did he want?
He was asking after Miss so-and-so.
Miss Angelina Morgan?
Could be.
And you haven't seen him again?
Nope.
Will you tell me if you do?
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So friendly. Haven't you heard what's happened to Fuller?
Yes. But I don't want to talk about it.
Why not? You hated him. Maybe your life will be a bit easier now without him around anymore.
How can you say that? He's been murdered. You're making it look like I wanted that to happen to him.
Did you then?
No.
After everything he did to you?
What do you know about that?
Oh, a little.
Nothing. You don't know a thing. And if there is anything, you save it for yourself.
Or what? The same thing that happened to Fuller will happen to me?
Get out.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mrs. Biba? What's happened to your eye? Let me guess. You fell down the stairs.
That's common.
Yes.
And your husband was standing at the bottom doing his boxing training.
What's this got to do with you?
I just don't understand it. How often does this happen?
Not often. Just sometimes.
Maybe you ought to move to a bungalow without stairs.
It's
Yeah,
safer.
think you can give me advice? You married?
You trade in your pride when you do that?
You've never been in love. If you had, you'd never ask that. Okay, what do you want to drink?
Is it too early for a whiskey? What do you think?
Hey.
Mrs.
Come here,
Biba.
back. Shh. Come here.
What can I get you?
So, blackmailing.
A girl I know is being suspected of having killed Fuller.
I'm sorry about that.
Mm.
If she was lured into a trap, she has no motive. She also wasn't being blackmailed.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Was Fuller blackmailing anyone else? Did anyone else have a motive apart from you?
Oh, you got nerve. I wasn't being blackmailed.
Have the
I'm
letter.
sorry about
It's
what happened to your
evidence.
friend. But if she's not guilty, then she won't be held for long now, will she? And I don't know anything about blackmail.
Huh. So you don't want to help me get an innocent girl out of jail?
I can't.
I can't.
Hey. Come back
Mrs.
here.
Biba.
Why are you always running away? It annoys me.
Yes, what can I get you?
I never buy
So,
anything there. I'm an
Are
awful
15
customer.
Ben Franklin's enough of a motive for murder?
What?
The $1,500 you had to pay Fuller.
Get out of here. You just can't. You don't.
Have
What?
any evidence? Could be I do. It's about time the truth got shook out.
I didn't murder Fuller.
Where were you when it happened?
So now you're a cop.
Would you prefer it if I go to the cops on this?
I was at home
Alone?
with my husband.
I believe you. That shiner you have there says it all.
So, might have still bread. Let's steal some bread.
I'm not gonna feel any better if I stuff my pockets full of bread.
Yes, you will. Bread is the only thing what makes you happy. So we can go now. Then let's go to Fuller's house. Maybe we can just get in somehow.
I should have guessed. The police have sealed the door. I've got to find another way. The cops could have at least brought the sign back in with them.
Oh, this was Fuller's mommy.
Fuller's mother will have to take a mutt for a walk on her own now. I really can't say anything clever about it. It's a car. An old car.
Yeah, let's ask my friend if he knows something. Oh, I see that already. No, no, you can enter. Hey, do you hear something about Fuller? Oh, what's happened with Fuller?
What's with my slide projector?
Don't worry. I've got it here.
Is it broken?
No, but old and battered as ever. What do you need the projector for anyway? You're blind.
You just look after your own junk.
Hey, blind man, do you see this guy?
Do you know this man?
You want to play me for a sucker?
Oh, sorry. Have you heard what happened to Fuller?
Sure. The police was here. Wanted to know if I heard anything.
Did you?
I got ears like a lynx, but it was raining. When the rain falls on that tin roof out my window, I can't hear nothing else.
Okay.
The police have arrested an innocent woman.
It happens.
I'm gonna prove that she's innocent.
Is she that pretty?
She's damn pretty.
Yeah.
But that's not why I'm doing it.
Whatever. You would have helped a 60-year-old wrinkly biddy in just the same way. But it don't matter in the end. The strong gotta help the weak. It's your duty to get her out of there.
Will you help me?
If I can.
Thank you, man. And how? Yeah, just go away.
Oh well. Now Fuller's mother's got less washing to hang up.
Just mean, man.
That's Fuller's office window. The window is open, presumably to let in some fresh air. Or maybe it just doesn't close properly. Who knows? Crap. The back door's locked too. I've got to think of something. How do I get into the house without breaking the seal? I need another way into the building. Yep, that could be my way into the house. I can get into the basement through the light well. I've just got to get rid of this grill first. It looks very heavy and it's rusted into the concrete.
So we have some tools that we can use.
No chance. I somehow need to generate more force to lift the grill. A tow rope from out of Fuller. I'll tie the rope to the window grill and the basement grill.
Okay. Now I take that to use it as a lever.
If it worked in ancient Egypt, it should work here.
Amazing.
My private doorway to Fuller's realm. Beaten by a centuries-old technique. Shame on you.
Yeah, how it was. Castle, Great Wall. Valley. Yeah, Monument Valley. Beach. Hawaii. The Great Wall. Great Wall of China. Things. And puzzle. I thought this was a code. It wasn't? Shit. Shit, man! What's going on there? Hawaii. Hawaii. China. The Monument Valley. Arizona. It's a beach in Hawaii. Ah, Egypt. The things. You like Egypt? This is Great Wall. China. Excellent. And the castle. Should be the code. Good access. Ah, yeah. Okay.
That's got it. The clips are off and the screen's gone up.
So can
That
I enter it?
looking numeric pad with small metal buttons.
Ah,
I guess that you have to enter a code to open the door.
okay. I need that code.
When you stand here, it feels like what? Something like when you see in the dock and he has you stand on a set of mechanical weighing scales. Everything slides slightly back and forth. The floor gives a little as you stand on it. Could it really be a set of scales? Would that fit in with a secret door? Aha, I knew it. If it really is a kind of scale, then it could measure Fuller's weight while he tapped in the secret number into this pad, and the door would only open when the two matched. Pretty well thought through for sure. For me, there's the problem that I have no idea how heavy Fuller is. I've got to find that out if I want to make progress here.
Ah, we have the mechanic scale and the hospital under his muscles. That. I think like that we can find it out. Who knows? Let's go up the stairs. Maybe find you something.
The police seem to have left the light on. Or Fuller had another photo shoot yesterday, and the police didn't want to change anything.
You! Sorry. Okay. Yes,
What?
nothing. It works good. So maybe.
I don't think I'll find anything that the police missed. They've examined this area carefully.
Hey, here. He was stabbed. Let's see. 006 found him in a dog alley.
think I need more sleep.
Okay.
This is where Fuller's body must have been lying. Everything covered in blood.
But I cannot do anything. Around the... Wait. Yeah, nothing. And... Cuckoo's Clock. Somehow I need to get to Fuller in the hospital. I think here I cannot find anything. Let's go to... Oh, here's close. Oh no, it's open. Hello, Rosie. Have you heard something about Fuller?
Hey, Rosie. Hard at work, I see.
What do you want?
Do you know this man?
Has he got something to do with the Fuller murder? Of course. I can see it now. That's a real criminal face.
You know him or not?
Never seen him.
Then not. Have you already heard what happened to Fuller?
Isn't that something?
I know, right?
At last, something's happening here. A bloody murder in the middle of the night? A suspicious foreign lady? Who knows what's gonna come out of all this?
Maybe the suspicious foreign woman is innocent and has been wrongly arrested.
Oh yeah, and the killer is still on the loose and is gonna kill again.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, maybe a souvenir shop employee.
Ah,
That's
Darren.
not funny. You shouldn't joke about that.
Darren. You can make friends, but nah, always saying some insulting things to the people. I don't understand you.
What can you tell me about the hotel down the coast?
The Wild Coast? Belongs to an old town family. Been there for about 100 years. It's a well-run place. Doesn't do badly. Bit boring, though.
No scandals?
The owner doesn't get on too well with his son. He's hanging out in Portland. Some kind of musician. But exactly what? I don't know.
And anything else?
There's an illegal card game up there sometimes. The cops don't bother with it, though.
Why'd they do that?
How should I know? The chief probably plays with them.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Something else in this store what I can check out. No, that's empty package.
An empty package. Looks like someone's unpacked the shipment here and left the packaging. Some people. An empty package.
Yeah, just take it.
I've closed up the package again. You can't see that it's already been opened.
Perfect. So, I see something new. No, let's go to the hotel. Maybe there's something, some new informations.
I don't really...
Okay.
The mast is a copy of a flagpole you might see on a big ship. You often get stormy weather coming off the Atlantic, along with powerful gusts of wind. If the hotel owner ain't quick, he can go look for his flags in Canada. Nothing to find. Looks very cozy. I bet you, but you know, that reminds me of my favorite film, Whales of August.
You said it already the last time.
There are a few magazines lying around here. Recommendations for trips, tourist information. Nothing of interest to me. Excuse me.
Yes, please?
Do you know that Angelina's been arrested?
I can't tell you anything about that.
But you do know.
Look, Darren, this is a family hotel.
I understand.
So,
Can I have a quick look around in Miss Morgan's room?
Absolutely not.
Even if I were to let something slip out to the press?
I'm not going to be blackmailed. And anyway, the newspaper belongs to my brother-in-law.
Nice for you.
uh,
I saw the card and the flowers that you sent my mother.
Oh, well, that was a given. As I hear it, isn't she any better?
Seems there's not much kept private round here.
Well, my wife is a friend of the doctor's wife. After all, one worries about people, doesn't he?
Would you let me know then when my mother's condition starts to improve?
Sorry?
Was this guy here again yesterday?
You mean the one who was asking about Miss Morgan? Yes, I saw him the one time through the window. He was headed towards town.
Where was he coming from?
I can't tell you exactly. Somewhere from around the beach, I'd say.
Well, can you keep your eyes peeled? I believe he's caught up in all this.
In the murder?
For sure. He was following Miss Morgan, and now he's framed her for the murder.
Well, what are things coming to? What kind of folks are running around in our lovely little Biddeford these days?
yes. But the guy is coming from the beach, so this guy doesn't look like swimming. Go to the beach and swim. Oh, that's
What do you
Fuller.
reckon?
Tell me.
Who do you think murdered Fuller?
Well, the cops already have a suspect.
That's crazy. It wasn't her.
I hope so, too. And I also hope they keep it quiet about where she was staying.
And that's all you're worried about.
Now listen here. My whole family's welfare depends on this hotel. You know what my daughter's tuition fees in Switzerland cost?
There's an innocent girl sitting in jail. That interests me more than your daughter's college fees.
Oh, forgive
That's not
me,
fair.
Right. But if Miss Morgan is innocent, which is what we all assume, then the truth will soon come to light.
Oh, I'll bring it to light, all right. Whatever it costs. The weather isn't going to be suiting to your guests.
Oh, yeah, well, there's not much going on anyway. The change in the weather was already announced. And to be honest, right now I'm quite happy there's not so many guests in the hotel. You know why. With the incident.
True.
Have the cops sealed off Miss Morgan's room?
They were here first thing this morning. Got me out of bed, they did. I was worried that they'd pull the whole room apart. Took a whole lot of photos and fingerprints. You know, like in a movie.
But they didn't.
The captain had a look around the room, made a few notes, and told me that nothing should be touched. But after 10 minutes, he was off again, without taking anything with him.
So are they
Okay.
coming back again?
Maybe we
I
find
don't
something
know.
there or we can sneak in.
I didn't get the feeling that the captain was looking for anything in particular. He just wanted to take a look around.
So there could definitely still be clues hidden in the room. I need to be able to get a look around in there. And I'll be a lot more thorough than the captain. There's room for 12 keys on the keyboard, but only a few are hanging on it. There are probably no more than 8 rooms here.
So, how we can get a key.
Plants. I know as much about plants as I do about cars, and that's not very much at all. There's nothing in the pot apart from the plant.
Mm-hmm.
A private sign hangs on the door. The owner and his family live in this building. Behind the door is either their living quarters or an office.
Two.
There's no way that the porter's gonna let me go up there. I don't want to talk to him.
So, how we can distract him, calling him there. Then he's looking for it. Okay,
Looks very cozy, but you know, that reminds...
I want to distract him that he's going there. Yes, throwing a soda bottle there on it.
No, I don't really feel like feeding the birds right now.
You know, vielleicht need to do. Hitting a stone.
Looks very... but you know...
Huh. What could I do? Servus. My mom's place, maybe there I can do something. If nah, I think I should try it in the hospital again and go there and try to get past them.
I don't want to stop her from doing it.
Can I take now the scale?
Alright then. I'll take that heavy thing with me.
I have a package for you.
Excuse me.
Oh, excuse me.
What's there on the
Gotta
counter?
distract the nurse somehow. She won't let me in there.
Delivery note. Just put it on
There's
the
a delivery
package.
note for liquid soap.
Oh, that's...
I can't take anything. The nurse will
Ah,
notice.
come on. Distract her first.
I don't want to stop her from doing her job.
Do I have something for her? Distract the nurse. No. Okay. No idea what I should do, but let's continue. Ah, yeah, we can talk with Captain. Policewoman first.
Has Fuller's place been thoroughly searched?
As thoroughly as was necessary.
Meaning what?
We have a homicide and homicide suspect who was practically caught in the act. We
Okay.
have therefore photographed the crime scene and the CSI squad has documented everything.
Did you
Really?
search the basement?
Only cursorily.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Did you know, Fuller? He was a pig.
And so he deserved to be murdered?
So
No,
why
really.
should Angelina stab him a dozen times?
Why would anyone else?
Crazy.
Looks
Just being
like a
crazy.
passion thing. Angelina hardly knew him.
Perhaps she was going crazy.
An English literature student in a bloody frenzy.
It's all happened before. And who says she didn't know Fuller? Maybe she had a damn good motive.
Shouldn't you be absolutely sure that someone has a damn good motive before you charge them for murder?
Not so with such a frenzied crime. People who do that stuff don't think too much about it first. Maybe she didn't have any motive at all. Maybe she just snapped.
Oof. So, you just have great person caught.
How is Angelina?
Well, she's in shock, anxious.
Understandable. She's a student from England. She comes over here and then she's accused of murder of a man she barely knows.
The circumstances
That's how
are
it
quite
works.
clear.
And nevertheless, wrong. It was someone else.
We will be following up on all lines of investigation. And until we find something new, your girlfriend has a problem.
Have you found the guy from the photo fit?
No, not yet. But the picture's been posted up. It won't take too long. If he's still in town, that is.
If he is the killer, then he's gonna get out of town right now at the latest.
He's a witness at best.
So, has Fuller's body already been autopsied?
No, not yet. We're waiting for the pathologist from Portland. They're due around midday.
Until then?
We wait.
Great. Where's Fuller's body now?
In the hospital. They have a morgue there.
So, Captain. Can I talk with you?
Fuller had a skeleton in his closet. Did you know that?
I wouldn't be surprised. You got any details?
I think he blackmailed people.
Really? That's a serious allegation.
I've got no evidence, but I'm gonna get some.
Don't do anything foolish. You'd be better off not getting in the way of my investigations.
I won't. I'll search in the right places. You really believe Angelina murdered Fuller?
It hasn't got much to do with believe. We walked in on her standing over the victim, covered in blood with the murder weapon in her hand.
That's how it goes there.
Why were you there anyway?
You mean, in the middle of the night? Well, we got a tip-off.
One? And that's not suspicious?
Yes. That's the reason why I want to find your mysterious stranger.
Do you think he made the tip-off?
Possibly. It was an anonymous caller who said something about a break-in at Fuller's. If the stranger had really been following Miss Morgan, he might have seen her entering the photo store and then notified us.
Or he set a trap for her.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Well, we can only speculate until we found the witness.
Do you know that my mother almost died yesterday?
No. I didn't know that.
What happened?
What happened?
We are really sorry now.
Slipped and cracked her head open.
Oh.
I'm really sorry about that. Tell her from me to get well soon.
Don't you find it even a bit strange that this Brit appears out of nowhere and the next day we got a corpse and a serious injury?
Are you suggesting that her accident wasn't an accident?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think we should start hunting around for possible crimes, Darren. We've got a very real crime to solve here.
Have you found Angelina's pursuer yet?
No, not yet. Talk to Sergeant Kinney. She's leading the search.
Good. What would you say if I showed you a blackmail letter from Fuller?
I would say that despite my warnings, you haven't kept your nose out of this business.
And if I found the letter in a public trash can?
Then I'd ask you if you had any evidence that the letter's from Fuller. A letter in a trash can be from anyone. And the fact that you, of all people, found it doesn't really speak for its authenticity.
Alright then. So I haven't found a blackmail letter. I've got to get into this secret room. There'll be evidence that Fuller blackmailed Mrs. Biber in there. I'm convinced that Brit set up a trap for Angelina.
If you say so.
What's wrong with that theory?
The same that's wrong with the theory that Fuller was attacked by vampires. It's not very believable. What
Who says
reasons
that?
did the English guy have to murder Fuller and frame Angelina with it?
That's exactly what I'm gonna find out.
If you say so.
Can I see Angelina at least? So me as the closest
have
person here in
I have
this
nothing
country.
to say to her at the moment.
Okay,
gonna stop her from doing her job.
Okay. What else I can do? I just want to go to Fuller's.
What a flashy thing that is. Probably some tour. Europeans in particular confuse New England with California.
Uh-huh. Diver menu.
There's everything you'd expect from a diner. From breakfast and lunch, to coffee and cake, right up to dinner.
Okay.
The specialty is, of course, lobster. Like everywhere around here. I have to admit they
I
are
really
pretty
hate
tasty.
any fish things to eat.
The specialty is, of
Only
course,
fish sticks.
lobster. Like everywhere around here. I have to admit they are pretty tasty.
Mm-hmm.
They're supposed to represent something like portholes. In reality, they're glazed display cabinets.
Ugh. Sorry.
The rear panels of the display cabinets are painted blue. They both have underwater scenes with plastic fishes and lobsters on them. Kitschy. And that's about it. A big, ugly plastic lobster. No, the moose is the emblem of Maine. But the lobsters are...
Mm-hmm. Miss
I don't
Bible.
want to bother her while she's...
Okay. Hey, Mr. Doctor, can you say me something?
Dr. Newhouse?
Oh, yeah.
Yes?
Well, it seems that the porter at the Wild Coast Hotel is remarkably well informed about my mother's condition.
Sorry?
Yeah.
Your wife rather likes to chat with his?
Oh, I'm sorry about that, Darren. I've already told my wife on many occasions that she shouldn't talk about patients with her lady friends.
But more exactly, your wife oughtn't to know a damn thing about these patients anyway, yes?
Yes. If only it were that simple. It won't happen again.
Well, that's it for now.
If it
I
would be
guess.
so simple.
If you've got any more things you want to ask,
Just you
just come and
mouse,
find me.
man. Don't say such things around. Okay.
There's nothing more of interest. Most of the year, an open with that kind of... A simple chain of lights. A power cable with lots of bulb sockets. One's missing.
Yeah, he was stealing it.
A simple chain of lights. A power... A simple chain of lights. A simple chain of lights.
Uh-huh.
A good idea. But how do I get the laxative?
I need a syringe to inject the stuff in it. See something to see.
The cops could have at least brought... I'll take the bar with me.
So is here something what I missed? Useful skill.
A time? I'm not gonna touch any lit light bulb.
I'm not gonna touch that thing again if I don't have to. I don't want to push my...
Darren, why you open this quickly? Nothing to see. No, I was here already. What I can do? Open up here.
The door's been sealed by the police. A back door with a simple hook securing it. Not exactly Fort Knox style security, but who'd want to break in? And what would they steal anyway? The door's been sealed by...
Okay, your mom's house. Maybe find you something.
A nice one. Quite classical. And it looks quite... A nice one.
Okay.
I don't
Telephone.
have to call right now.
Okay. What else we can do? Search for water. We don't need water. You see something now? Take a shower.
Nothing interesting
You're
to see.
stinking, Darren.
Everything clean as a whistle.
Okay. Is there nothing to see? Here, there.
I can't think of...
Finish here. New picture.
There are pictures of ships everywhere.
Don't see that anything.
Either the hotel
Just a
owner has
black
a real
screen.
maritime interest, or thinks that his guests want to see that kind of thing.
Okay. How we can distract the guy?
He owns the hotel. There are many... I don't want to talk...
We have a package for you. Right here. Come on. Problem isn't repaired. I've got to find out what the code is. Maybe Frodo's wrote it down for himself. Everything he had with him. Peter, I started finding it in the morgue. I need to go. We know that we need to go into the morgue, but we cannot go inside. Being up to be lying in his secret cellar, so to get the door open. Okay, something else. So detected at the moment there are too many eyes around here and distraction would be necessary. Murder must have something to do with all his murdery dealing. Just I need a syringe or something to open the bottle. Okay. Okay. How I open this bottle? Oh.
A cheap ballpoint.
There's nothing. I think at the hospital we can just do something or find something to.
There are a few cables hanging down.
Ah,
The monitor shows my mother's vital signs. The machine only monitors my mom's vital functions, so it doesn't matter if I loosen a cable here. Perhaps the delivery note will be of use. A completed delivery note for liquid soap. Why not?
mm-hmm. No, she's sitting there. Can I talk with him?
Yes.
Hello.
Are you delivering something?
Yes.
Yes.
Delivery note.
Here.
Whatever. The package?
I've got it here.
Okay.
Can I go in now?
No, you can't. Where's your pass?
My what?
Your visitor's pass? You have to get a visitor's pass back there.
Oh, come on. What is this garbage? I just want to take my package to the mortuary.
And you need a pass to do that.
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
Yes.
You could say so.
I'd think about that if I were you. A good idea. But how do I get the lax...
No idea. So how I get this delivery note? Can do it
Better
again.
not. I've got what I wanted, and Mom needs some peace.
Okay. Just talk with him. Maybe.
Yes.
Hello.
Are you delivering something?
Yes.
Come on, I don't want to do the same.
Whatever. The package?
I've got it here.
Okay.
Can I go
No.
in? My what?
Your visitor's pass?
Oh, come on. What is this
and you
garbage?
need a pass.
You're enjoying this,
You
aren't you?
could say
I'd
so.
think about that if I were you.
Okay, maybe we can. Oh yeah.
Hi.
Yes.
Hello, Mr. Michaels. What can I do for you?
What's up with your security guy? Does he think he's guarding a bank or something?
Oh, him. If you ask me, he's not all quite there. Back there is the morgue,
Amazing.
few storage rooms, the laundry, and the garage. Don't know why it has to be so secure. This here is Biddeford. Nothing gets stolen here.
Oh,
Yeah.
just a few people get
But
butchered.
soon we will go
that's
there
all.
and steal.
But only
Yeah.
extremely rarely. Oh, sorry. We shouldn't joke about it.
You don't seem to be too worried.
I'm not scared. That was the first murder here for years. I don't think such a thing will happen again quite so soon.
That's reasonable. I'd like a visitor's pass, please.
You don't need one. They're just for folks delivering stuff.
But you're wearing one, aren't you?
Dick, the security guy over there, insists that all the employees wear ID. I'm not so petty. Visitors shouldn't have to get messed up in paperwork.
Oh, yeah? So that means that just about anyone can wander in here off the street.
No, no, no. Everyone's got to register with me first. You mustn't worry about your mother.
Of course not. She's only lying in a coma.
It wasn't meant like that.
So Get I one visitor pass or not? Or should I steal it from the doctor?
Who's allowed access to the morgue?
Hospital employees, of course. And the police.
And how does the security guy recognize the employees?
You want to sneak in there? You got no chance. Good old Dick knows everyone here.
Oh, it's impossible for him to know everybody who comes through these doors.
Well, okay. Not the delivery guys. But he knows the employees better than they know themselves. I get the feeling he's taken a peek in the personnel files.
Thanks very much for the information.
No problem.
So, it helps me. This information.
Yes. Are you delivering?
Yes.
The package?
I've got it here.
Okay.
Can I go in
No,
my
your
what?
visitor's
Oh,
pass,
come
and
on.
you need
You're
it.
enjoying
You
this.
could say
I'd
so.
think about it.
Hmm.
That's the hospital.
Yes, I know. Come on, Anders, it's Diana.
Excuse me, Dr. Newhouse.
Hello, yes?
Can I get your ID card?
What's that ID you're wearing there?
It's from the hospital.
Don't they know you're a doctor there? They can't have that many staff.
I said the same thing to the admin people. But Dick, the security guard, insists on it. He's very meticulous. And apparently can't recognize faces.
Can you tell me something about the security guy at the hospital? I find him kind of interesting.
He used to
Really?
be a police officer. He was, there were a few problems. So, when he couldn't be a police officer anymore, he became a security guard. Where do you know him from?
He was in the diner yesterday.
Oh, right. But strange as it may seem, I believe he lives for his job.
He lives for that? Being a security guy.
Why not?
He takes his job very seriously. Sometimes too seriously.
Well, that's it for now, I guess.
If you've got any more things you want to ask, just come and find me.
So how to get talk with her?
Mrs. Biber?
I want a coffee,
Hey,
please.
can I get a pot of coffee?
On its way.
Oh, nice. Perfect. Bring it to the guard. Right.
No. The laxative has such a strong smell, you'd notice it. A cup of coffee. You can have it filled again as often as you like. But the coffee here is so strong that you probably wouldn't survive drinking more than 2 of them.
Okay.
The question is, has the job made him cynical and depressive? Or does he have this job because he's always been cynical and depressive?
Yes. Are you delivering
Yes.
something? The package?
I've got it here.
Okay.
Can I go
No.
in my what?
Your visitor's
Oh,
pass.
come on. What is this
And you
garbage?
need a pass.
You're enjoying
You
this.
could say
I'd
so.
think about it.
Hmm. Maybe go to the diner. Oh, you drink some more coffee, please.
Hot, hot.
Oh man, sorry. It was an
Really? It
accident.
works like that?
Sorry.
It's all right. Your thoughts are elsewhere.
Miss
Okay, then,
Piper.
Dr. Newhouse. I'll rinse out the stain.
Okay, so now when Fuller is gone, that
Thanks.
she's trying to flirt with her doctor.
No harm meant.
No damage. I just gotta keep it cool.
Now that's what I call a serious coffee stain. And the ID badge is still pinned to the lab coat.
Yeah, perfect.
So now I've got some ID. Excellent. The security guy at the morgue.
Let's go back. Now we have everything.
Yes. Are you delivering something?
Yes.
Yes.
The package?
I've got it here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I go in now? I've got a pass as well.
All right then. You could go in.
Perfect.
Either they assume that Biddeford's population will reach 50,000, or the number of cold drawers is quite over the top. Half the town would have to have a collective heart attack.
Who knows?
Thousands of people die every year from infections they pick up in hospitals. Makes me wonder if hygiene hysteria is the better way to go. The cleaning agents they use aren't so innocuous themselves, and the viruses are getting more and more resilient. Well, it's all really clean here, but ultimately a dead person makes less mess than a living one. Yeah, well, at least if you don't cut them open.
True. So,
A syringe. Quite a size. I guess any remaining fluids are sucked up with that. I certainly wouldn't want my flu shot injected with it.
but this is the syringe that I was looking for a long time. Yeah. Bam. Let's make
Put
some
a little of the laxative into the syringe.
laxative soda.
Nice. That's the laxative in the soda bottle.
The syringe is gone. Okay. Clipboards.
6 clipboards in total. There are lists of the personal belongings each dead person had on them, but there are no names. There's 394 written on the first one. I guess the numbers on the lists here relate to the numbers on the boxes. That means if I can work out which of these lists belong to Fuller, then I know which box his stuff is in.
Okay. Yeah, let's see Fuller. How it looks like. Old. Ugly, fat
Not
guy.
a pretty sight. Fuller's body's peppered with stab wounds. They've undressed him. I won't find any clues here. I'd rather not do that. Whoever it was, he must have been out of his mind.
Who knows?
I'd rather not do that. I'd rather not.
If don't have anything like piece of paper hanging down off his toe.
A metal buyer. The edges are bent upwards so no blood drips on the floor. It's probably taken to another room for the actual autopsy.
Mm-hmm.
There's a buyer, just like the one out in the hall. I think it's for transporting the corpses. The upper part can be removed. A metal buyer. The edges are bent upwards so no blood drips on the floor. It's probably taken to another room for the actual autopsy.
Okay. Clipboard, photoscope. Ah, here.
Number 394. Hairbrush, lipstick, car keys, mirror. That's hardly gonna be the contents of Fuller's. Number 412. Wallet, keys, Polaroid photo. That could be Fuller. Oh, wait a minute. A wedding ring. Fuller was never married, so it's not 412. Number 399. Knife, torch, ski mask, skeleton keys, small change, plastic bag. Unless Fuller was about to set off on a secret thieving trip when he was murdered, then that's not his. Number 442. Driver's license, photos, small change, a pacifier, baby powder. Definitely not Fuller. Number 448. Wallet, driver's license, credit card, keys, bills. I wouldn't rule that out as being Fuller's, but I'm not certain. Number 433. Credit cards, earrings, anklet. No, not Fuller's.
So here.
Number 404. That's the only box.
448.
Boxes. They appear to be airtight. There's a number stuck to every box. I think the personal effects of the dead people are stored in them. Fuller's box is number 448. But where is it? That's Fuller's box.
Yeah, nice. I found it.
Fuller's keys. Those could be useful. Hey, and here's his wallet. Driver's license, a few dollars, credit card, a few bills. But no secret numbers or anything like that. I think I'll take the keys. The wallet and the rest of that stuff is of no use to me.
Okay.
There's nothing more of interest.
Okay, I think I have now everything. So let's go to Fleurs store and see if we find something. I think on the keys you have the little metal piece. I think it's for the clock, so we have the...
That's Fuller's keys. Keys for the store, his apartment, mailbox, automobile. That's interesting. That's no ordinary key. It's a small hexagonal brass stick. Looks almost like a winding up key for a clockwork toy.
Yeah, for his clock that we have in the office. Maybe there we find the clue about the number that we need. Ah, we forget to wait for the back to the hospital.
Hey!
I've forgotten something.
Okay, scale.
I should first divert the security guy's attention. All the racket's gonna be quite suspicious.
I have here a nice soda for you. You want to drink it?
Hey boss, you want a soda?
What do you want for it?
Nothing.
You just gonna give me a soda as a friendly gesture?
Exactly.
That's very... nice.
Nice.
Perhaps you could do me another favor.
Just drink it.
Can you keep watch here for a minute? I'll be right back. Real quick.
Okay.
I thought you couldn't leave your post.
It's an emergency. I'll be
Okay.
back in a minute. Wait here.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
What was that about? Strange. Oh well, he's gone.
Yeah, what do you wanted?
Alright, I can work out Fuller's and the buyer's weight together. That way... £348. The only question is, how much of that is buyer and how much is Fuller? Let's see. The buyer weighs about 53 pounds. 348 for Fuller with the buyer, minus 53 for the buyer makes 295 pounds. That's Fuller's weight, and that's what I gotta put on the scales.
295.
Perhaps a bit more. He wasn't wearing any clothes and had lost a lot of blood after all. I weigh nearly 198 pounds with clothes on, so I just need around another 99 pounds on the scale with me. I'm sure I can find something in the basement.
Don't move!
What the? Look, I didn't want to...
What are you doing? Trying to poison me, huh?
No.
That ain't gonna work on me.
Me? Poison
did
you? What
anything.
makes you think that...
No one has ever offered me a drink. Someone like you, of all people, bring me a soda.
Yeah, well, I thought you were thirsty.
Yeah, sure, junkie. You want to steal medication, huh? Or equipment to make some money, don't you?
No.
That's crazy. I was...
The soda's poison, right? It's in the lab right now. And if it turns out you trying to poison me...
Yeah, well, poisoned...
You going to jail for this. You terrorist.
And you were missing your old boss and wanted to say goodbye to him.
Something like that.
Don't give me that crap. Breaking and entering, larceny, we can lock you up for that.
Breaking and entering and larceny. According to the security guy, I'm a seriously dangerous terrorist.
He caught you snooping around, and that's bad enough. I understand that you want to help your girlfriend, but this kind of thing doesn't really help. When this gets out, and Dick's gonna make sure that everyone in town knows about his heroic act by tomorrow morning, then it's gonna
Amazing.
look like you wanted to get rid of evidence, or something like that.
Can I go now?
Darren, I'm not against you, but keep your nose out of this. If we catch you snooping around again, you're gonna end up in the can, capiche?
Yeah.
Are we in a
Now get out of here.
Italian movie? Mobster
We
movie?
gotta reassure Dick and make it clear to him the boy's harmless.
And I'm gonna continue where I left off. At Fuller's secret door.
Yeah, sure. Let's go there. You should save. Save. Okay. Let's find out if you can do something. The clock.
Let's see what happens when I turn the key. Okay. So I've wound up the clock. Now I'm pushing the key in. Oops, it clicked. It sounds like it adjusted something inside the clock. What the? What's this then? This box was hidden in the clock.
Okay. Maybe it helps me.
Come on, I just need a little tip for the damn combination. Huh. 4 negatives.
So let's see. Ugh. Uh, 2482.
Hey, 2482.
We
The
got
rows
it.
produce digital figures when arranged in the right order. I'm certain that's the code for the secret door. The negatives were
2482.
Fuller's emergency memory aid.
Okay. Just to the scale.
Okay, I'm missing about 90 pounds of additional weight. That shouldn't be a problem.
2482.
Along with my weight, another few pounds ought to do it. I reckon that'll be exactly enough.
So,
It might work now.
four, 8, 2.
That's it! At last.
Ah, finally.
Now that the door's open, I'll get this junk out of the way. There's gotta be... Ah, here.
Ah, here.
Oh my
For this
god.
6th dungeon.
That bastard. The metal locker looks very old. Perhaps it's from a school or a sports club. The metal locker looks very old.
It's closed.
It's locked. But there's no padlock and no combination lock on the door. There's gotta be some other kind of mechanism.
Kick against it.
A camera tripod. An older model than the one up in the shop, but it's got the same mounting system. It's for Fuller's camera. This way he got his kicks from it all a bit longer. And he had evidence. There's no tape in the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Weird. That curtain looks like Fuller stole it from his mother. Old-fashioned, but in better shape than everything else here. Weird. That curtain look... What have we got here? A metal plate has been built into the wall. In the middle of the plate is a hexagonal recess.
Yes. Is he on the bed?
It's got a metal frame and a worn mattress. It's stained and moldy.
Ugh.
No sheet, no pillow, just this grubby blanket. I don't want to know what went on here. I'm just afraid that I already do. Like in a torture chamber, or something like that.
Nice cross. Oh, really creepy.
Lots of little bottles of knockout drops. That's... Oh, God. I picked them up. Oh, Fuller's package, it clinked. I don't want to have anything to do with that. What would have happened if he still had some of that stuff when Angelina was here? Did he call her, perhaps? Did he want to lure her here and she might have defended herself but then it'd be self-defense. Angelina would have told the police that. Come on, stay concentrated. Angelina had nothing to do with it. There are these shiny golden balls on the bedposts. That must be brass.
Can I use it? I hope so.
Wow, that really works. The ball simply plugged into the tube of the bedpost.
So, can I open now the cupboard visit?
Something's happened. It's open, but I can't get excited about it. I don't want to see what's on these photos.
Come on.
Ah, there's only Mrs. Biber in these pictures, but there could be other pictures of other women, and therefore lots of people with a motive. That, along with the blackmail letter, should easily convince the police. Fuller was a blackmailer, and worse, there must have been dozens of people who wanted him dead. Dozens of people with a motive, unlike Angelina. I'll get her out of jail with this.
Is everything in this room? Yeah, it looks like that. Let's go to the jail. To the police. I think this could be already enough.
That's really interesting.
It's repulsive, and a damn good motive, right?
Indeed. But it doesn't mean that the Bibers have anything to do with the murder.
Of course not. Look, I guess your people would find even more in Fuller's secret room. Then you'll have plenty of suspects, all with good motives.
I've already sent some people over there. But all of this doesn't prove that it wasn't Miss Morgan.
But she had no motive.
Yeah,
yes, she did.
That's him. That's the guy that followed me.
Nice that you came, Mr.
Reginald Boris is my name, Captain. I'm a private detective from England. I'm sure I can contribute a few things that will clear up this case quite considerably.
That's what we like to hear. We have a few questions for you as it happens.
For example, why you lured Angelina into a trap?
Mr. Michaels.
The important question is surely why? Why did Miss Morgan murder the photographer Fuller? Well, quite simple. She was also photographed by him. As you can see, not quite as revealing as the others, but I haven't got all of the photos. I'm sure your people will find other pictures that put it beyond all doubt.
What the... those are mine! I shot those pictures of Angelina yesterday afternoon!
All right, calm down. What's going on here?
You'd better ask him. He must have stolen these pictures from Angelina's hotel room. These pictures have got nothing to do with it.
It's the same photo paper as the other ones.
And I got them from Fuller. He said he had lots more.
Oh, man. Lies!
Well, we'll see about that. Darren, go and get some fresh air. Calm yourself down. Mr. Boris, come with me, please. There are a few things we need to discuss.
Mr. Boris.
Why, certainly.
Basic name.
And Angelina?
She stays where she is until we've cleared up this mess.
But you...
We'll get in touch when we need your help. Good day.
So what now?
This can't be for real.
You know, I believe you. You were right about Fuller, and there's something not quite right with this Detective Boris.
The name is
Then
already
go
awful.
in there, arrest him, and release Miss Morgan already.
It's not that simple. But it'll all become clear. In a few days, everything will be cleared up. Until then, you should just wait. And go visit your mother.
Wait a few days? And give this asshole time to get new evidence? Yeah, right. Next thing you know, he'll frame her for the Kennedy assassination. I'm gonna find out what game he's playing.
Good. But be careful. The end doesn't justify the means. You've already broken into Fuller's house. If you get caught doing something like that, you'll get it for real.
Then you'd better stay away from me. He can only have gotten the pictures from Angelina's hotel room. I should have a look around there, regardless of what the police think.
Okay, let's go to my mom first. This guy's still here. Hey, where's my friend? Yeah. I should visit my mom and boy.
Get lost, you damn critters! Get off my veranda!
The seagulls seem to like the veranda just as much as the hotel owner does.
Okay, tell me, why you let the guy in the room? Of her.
Excuse me,
Yes, please?
you got a seagull problem here?
I wouldn't call it that. They kind of come with the coast. It's just, it would be nice if they kept away. In my opinion, they ought to be out on the ocean, or on rocks on the coast. But not on my veranda. They've lost their fear of humans, and the hotel guests are always feeding them, especially with bits of fish. And then at some point the guests leave, and I'm left with a flock of seagulls on my veranda. They wreck the cushions, and oh, well...
They crap on your tables?
Well, I wouldn't have put it like that myself, but... yes.
Okay. It's a nice guy to get the key for the bed. Oh, of Angelina's hotel room. Come on. Now he's coming again. So let's go up.
Got it. The key for room number 5. She only drank non-alcoholic drinks in the diner yesterday. Angelina is about as good with alcohol as I am. There should be a pipe behind the ventilator grill which leads outside. There won't be any AC in this building. But there's probably a fan in the pipe which draws in the fresh air. I can't see anything else from here. I can't take the hotel room to pieces without a good reason. I can't see anything else from here.
Okay.
Nice work. There were skilled craftsmen across the whole region all those years back. They brought all their experience and designs from Europe and supplied the whole of the States from here. This isn't exactly my taste, and I can't find anything to help me any further.
So I am here. There's nothing to find. He's healing. Yeah, here, lamp. Maybe so I can
What's
find
this
something.
then?
The lamp is wired. Oh,
I don't believe it. A microphone. A listening device. The bastards bugged Angelina. There's no cable on it. It must have a little transmitter, but such a tiny transmitter can't have much of a range. That means there has to be an amplifier or a more powerful transmitter around here. A ventilation shaft could be a good hiding place for a radio set. I bet the hole leads right up to the roof. I knew it. A radio set. The bug only needs to transmit a few yards, and then this powerful set amplifies the signal and sends it on to wherever. Apart from that, there's nothing else.
Okay, so I think we have finished here. Yeah. So.
Where have you come from? What do you think you're doing?
Just searching for evidences.
Can't just
have
march through the room.
Angelina.
This is a discreet, familial hotel. Where is the key for room 5? Miss Morgan's room. You've got it.
I what?
Give it here, immediately. Don't let the police hear about this, for heaven's sake. And now get out! I never want to see you here again.
Is he mad because I
If you
was in the room or because of the seagulls? Okay.
Man, was he upset or what? Doesn't matter. I've got everything I wanted and I don't need to go back into the hotel again.
Okay. I know we should go to the Eddie. He will help us with this radio stuff.
Looks like a normal radio. I don't really know. I could ask Eddie. He sure knows about these things.
Hey Eddie, I have a question.
There was something else.
Well, spit it out. What do you want?
The police are looking for a man called Reginald Boris. He was hiding in a side street next to your shop. Did you notice anything?
If I noticed a little punk like that, I'd have given him an earful.
That I can believe. You're an expert on radio equipment, right? Can you tell me what this is?
Who the hell?
Darren. Can you help me or not? It's important.
Well, that's a plain old transmitter. Cheap Asian trash.
I found that thing in a ventilation shaft in a young woman's hotel room. What kind of range does this thing have?
Not far. If it's used in a room, a couple of miles at best.
And it's not possible to find out where the receiver is, right? That doesn't help at all. Damn.
I know all the hams in the area, and none of them would hide that kind of thing in a lady's room.
But
I intercepted some strange Morse code last night. Long wave, just after 1800 hours. Someone knew. He said something about a girl who is now safe. He also said he'd be back in touch today at 1800 hours.
that could have been Reginald Boris.
A foreigner?
Yes. And apart from that, perhaps Old Fuller's murderer, and someone who wants to frame an innocent party.
And you want to stop that? Well, maybe there's a spark of decency in you yet.
Can we track down Reginald if he transmits again at 1800 hours?
Well, you bet. With directional antennas. I got one here. We'll have to build another one. We'll get his bearings from 2 different points, and then bang! We got him.
What do you need for it?
Oh, well, let me think. I've got a radio here. We can use that. I need a metal tube, a copper wire, at least a meter, and you'll need headphones and a compass to get the bearings right. You bring me that stuff, and I'll build you the direction finder.
Shit,
And
welke
hurry!
Kompass?
There ain't much time till 1800.
1800 hours. That's 6 p.m., right?
Oh my god.
Okay. Should he not have something like a compass here?
And
No,
well,
not
get going.
The metal tube. I had. Okay, so headphones I get from his mom's house. Okay.
I'll just borrow it. I don't have to call right now.
See something? No, nothing anymore. It's iron wire. I get an iron wire. There's nothing else. Oh, it's cable.
Huh.
Just cut it off and then I have the cable. What I need.
Alright then. There's no choice. I need the copper wire.
Already stole a light bulb, and now I stole this wire.
I don't want to bother her while she's working.
Okay. Yeah. Some new bread.
I'll take some bread.
Okay. I think it's a souvenir store. I can get some compass or something like that. Some magic equipment. There's a boat. See?
The Atlantic. A relatively quiet spot at that. Biddeford lies in a large bay. As soon as you get beyond the headlands, it can get very lively.
Yeah, it's a boat. It should have a compass. No?
I can't think of anything I could talk to
Okay, nothing here. Right.
I really don't think I need yet another. I ought to break up the bread. I'll press a little around here. I'd better not provoke the porter anymore today. Anyway, I've got all I wanted from him. I better not go into the hotel again. Discretion aside, the porter would definitely call. Anyway, I've got all I wanted from him.
Okay. So you cannot do anything. Where get the compass? I was not in for the safe one. Maybe I find in my book some information, but I get this stuff. And a metal bar. I have a metal bar. Some copper wires. I have phones. A compass. Where I get a compass from? Hi, I need a compass. Do you have maybe someone?
I don't
One
want
of
to
it?
stop her from doing her job.
Okay.
Right now. I'm definitely not going in there again. Rambo's probably hiding behind the door.
Okay. I'm just still questioning myself where I get a compass. I think in this door of this of alley I can find one, but why he's not mentioning by himself? Just go to the stuff of this guy.
The cops could have at least brought.
And? You got everything?
No.
No.
Well, get going!
I've got a cable here.
No, you'll have to strip it.
I'll cut into the plastic insulation and pull it back carefully. And now I have a real nice piece of copper wire.
Okay.
And?
No.
Well, get going! Metal tube, bare copper wire, headphones and compass. Not much time till 1800.
Yeah. It should annoy me. You don't have a compass here?
A proud representative of the last decent generation.
I think I found here something. No need. So should I go in the police station? No. Ah, Mrs.
I don't want
Biber.
to bother her while she's.
Do you have a...
They got 2 or 3 people working in the kitchen. One of them's Mr. Biber. Mrs. Biber works out here on her own.
Where do we get this stupid compass from? So tell me, man. What'd you find out of the guy?
You questioned Mrs. Biber, right? Did you get any more info?
That's highly confidential. I can't tell you anything about it.
Any new findings that exonerate Angelina?
Unfortunately, not. Mr. and Mrs. Biber were at home and didn't see or hear anything.
Did Mrs. Biber admit that she was being blackmailed?
That's going too far, Darren. The interrogation findings are not supposed to be public.
Do you still believe the guy is clean?
No, I don't believe he is. You were right, Darren. He's got something to do with this.
And yet you still let him go?
Well, I had no choice. He answered my questions. I couldn't prove his involvement. But we'll know more soon, once we've searched the basement and spoken to Mrs. Biber.
So tell me, what came out of the inspection of Fuller's basement?
I'm not allowed to tell you any details. But between you and me, there's a lot of people with good reason to cut Fuller up. It's perverse what he did in his basement.
Yeah.
But that's not enough for you to release Angelina.
The
No.
whole thing stinks. but I don't know what role Miss Morgan had to play in it. As long as that's unclear, we've got to keep her locked up. She was the one we caught with the knife in her hand.
But she...
I promise you we won't focus so much on her this time. We'll investigate all the possibilities. You've helped us, and I won't ask you where you got the information that's put us on the right track. But you've got to keep out of this now. If Angelina isn't the murderer, then the murderer is still at large, and that could be dangerous for you.
Can you help me at least? I need a compass. Where is a compass?
Has Mrs. Biber already been questioned?
Yes, the chief interrogated her and her husband individually.
And?
Ask the chief.
Thank you.
How is Angelina?
Not so good. She pretty well flipped out when we took her back to the cells.
Can you blame her?
Right now, I don't know what I should think. I don't quite get it either.
I hope you do something about it.
Listen, we're on it. We're all working on just this one single case.
Yeah, well, there weren't too many other murders yesterday, were there? Fuller's basement has already been searched?
Yes, it was, really incriminating.
You weren't there?
The captain said I ought to stay at my post here.
He didn't want to have you there, in other words.
Kinda looks that way.
You don't give the impression of being the, faint-hearted type.
And I'm not. But from time to time, the old macho management style comes through, I think.
Yeah.
I was down there. You wouldn't have wanted to see it.
I would rather like to have decided that for myself.
I don't feel any need to talk.
So, reckon I steal the compass. Can we tell it anyone? Shit. I can get a compass in this town. Okay, here is a ship on the port. There should be a compass on it or not.
I can't think of anything I could talk to them.
Here's somewhere in the shop for Rosie. Nice compass. Maybe in his mom's place somewhere. Compass somewhere here. No. Oh wait. Should not be there on the telescope compass.
Alright then, I need the compass. I'll have to sacrifice the telescope.
Perfect. I have everything. Now I can go there to my good old friend. So let's find out where the guy is. Yeah, tell me.
Here are all the things for the direction finder.
Very good. I'll build it up right away. But, first the theory. You take the receiver down to the coast, somewhere near the hotel. You turn on the radio, I'll set everything up, and don't fiddle with it. Then you turn the antenna slowly and listen for where the Morse code signal is the loudest. Look at the compass and write down the bearings and degrees where the antenna is pointing.
Good.
I'll do the same here with my receiver. Then we'll plot the bearings on this here map. Transmitter's located where the lines cross. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now let me get on with it.
So, let's see.
Yep. I did. Shit.
I got it. Back to the junk shop.
Yeah, this was easy.
Do you have a bearing?
Yes, sir. Bearing at 73 degrees.
Very good. My bearing is 90 degrees. Go on. Plot the bearings.
Let's see. Your shop is here, and you had a bearing of 90 degrees. I was roughly here. This damn... Of course!
What is it?
A boat! Boris has got a boat. That's why no one here knows him, and why the police didn't find him. The
Crazy.
lines cross a few hundred yards from the coast, about 2 miles to the east.
Good work. Now you need a boat. One of those lobster fishermen owes me a favor. You can use his.
And what should I do with it?
Sail out there, of course.
And serve myself up for a fight with Reginald Boris on his ship?
Didn't you hear the message? He plans on coming back into town again tonight, looking for you.
That's what he said? Huh, I must have missed that.
Well, go on then. You don't get many opportunities to be a hero.
I trust the police least of all. I'd rather get hold of the evidence of Angelina's innocence myself. And this time, it'll all be watertight.
I'm already here, shit. And the plan was to go through a store to save, get his gun, and then when I find him, then I shoot him in his face. But let's save before something is happening. Yes. Okay. That's a pedal.
A wooden paddle that looks pretty heavy. Why would you need something like that on a sailboat? A wooden paddle that looks pretty...
Just to hit someone.
Life jackets, a lifesaver, a few ropes, a buoy, and a gas can. Nothing of use at the moment.
Let's go inside. I think with a pedal, he will just take it and smack it on his head to knock him out.
A frame sheet of handmade paper. You can hardly read the writing, and there's some kind of wildly painted lines over it. The road to El Dorado is written at the bottom. Isn't that in South America? A frame sheet of handmade paper. The road to El Dorado is a frame sheet of the road to El Dorado. The lamp is screwed to the ceiling. If it was just lying around somewhere, it might fall over in rough seas.
Okay.
A flip-up seat with a lock on it. The lock doesn't seem particularly strong. Nah, I'm not gonna get any further without the key.
Okay. Let's get a key.
The pictures of a big sailboat on a stormy sea. Maritime romanticism. There are hinges on one side of the frame. A safe. Hopefully it contains a few answers. Here's a windrose that you can turn. I guess the idea is the same as with Fuller's safe. But unfortunately, I don't have a stethoscope with me to listen to the mechanism.
No idea. So, gonna go out here.
They're photos of me. They're all from yesterday, me walking around town. This is me leaving the store. And here I am going to the hotel. And here I am with Angelina in the diner. That picture's been taken through the window. That Reginald fella must have been creeping about the whole time.
That's some good evidence.
I'll take them. Even though they'll probably be of no use. Let's see. Wow, this is a cool model. What have we here? A file titled Willow Creek. I don't believe it. Why the hell does Reginald Boris have pictures on his computer of a place where my mother regularly receives money? Something very strange is going on here. I'll take it with me later. First, I need to find some more clues to what's actually going on here. What the hell? What links Boris with Willow Creek, and what's my mother got to do with it?
Who knows?
That's an extremely new and expensive laptop. That's an extremely new... I'll take it with me later. What the hell? A frame sheet of handmade paper. You can hardly read the writing, and there's some... The road to El Dorado is written at the bottom. The cover looks like it's made of burl wood. But it can only be really a thin veneer. Otherwise it'd be too heavy and expensive. Alright. A few maritime maps, tools, screws, and measuring instrument. A key.
No, we need a key.
The cupboard looks like it's made of burl wood.
Okay, so then we can open it here.
Aha, that must be the ship's power generator. I guess the batteries are normally charged using a cable at the harbor. The generator's probably just meant for emergencies. Better not now.
Okay. But it still needs here, folder.
Cardboard folder. It looks really new. There's an A on the front. At the front of the folder is a small piece of transparent foil with lines on it. Strange. I'll take it with me.
Maybe say I get some evidence or some...
What else have we got here?
Info.
Photos of Angelina. Some of them are clearly quite old. She can't be more than 13 or 14 years old in this one. Here she is as a kid. A note. New York, Boston. Perhaps that's her route? Yes. This proves that Boris has been following her for a while. I'll take the folder. The transparency was...
And I use it with the pictures and maybe I get a code for the...
It might fit. Let's see.
Safe. No. Is this one better?
The foil fits perfectly. It shows a route around the southern tip of Africa. The route is southwest, south, southeast, east, northeast, and northwest.
What?
The picture and the foil together must give the solution to the safe.
Southwest.
The route is southwest, south, southeast, east, northeast, and northwest. The picture and the foil together.
Southwest. Southwest. Yeah. Southeast, east, northeast, and northwest. Huh, that's it.
That was the right combination.
That was the right combination. Fancy ring? Okay.
Huh. A ring with an eye-catching symbol on it. Looks a bit Celtic. A tree or something. It's not gonna help me, though.
Ooh, floppy disk.
Floppy disk. Labeled with Biddeford and today's date. That looks more like a clue. I should have a look at what's on it straight away. If the disk doesn't contain any critical information, then I have to keep searching. Either way, I should get a move on. I don't know how long Boris is gonna stay on land. There's nothing else in it.
Just look, maybe we find something.
Damn, what's wrong now? The battery's dead, and there's no electricity on the boat. Alright, let's see if I can do something about that. Huh. Completely dry. I need to pour in some gas.
Maybe now this guy is already sitting outside of the onto the deck of the boat. I should save now before he's coming. Yes. Not before he's shoot me. Okay. Ha! No one.
Somewhere here was...
Perfect.
Alright. Ready for the next try.
Let's go. And see if it's just not all perfect.
Very good, but also quite loud. Hopefully no one can hear the noise on land. Huh. Let's see if there's anything on this disc that shed some light on what's going on.
It's really loud to sing.
Records. What the... Mrs. Rebecca Michaels. Second and third degree burns on hands, arms, legs, fractured back, partial cervical fracture. Due to a bad fall. This entry is from 1973. Right after the car crash. Rather an alleged car crash. Does Reginald Morris work in my mother's medical records? Does he know her from a tiny island?
I hear something.
First. Angelina. Hey, it's in the store. And there's someone standing in the shadows. It's Mr. Biba. He must have found out about the blackmailing and then lost it. And there's Angelina. She's going into the store. Oh, this is the proof. Fuller was already dead when Angelina arrived at the store. But Boris saw that Biba had murdered Fuller, and he must have called Angelina and then the police afterwards. Why did he get her arrested? Was she in the way? In his search for her mother? Or me?
Good evening, Mr. Michaels.
You! Stay away from me!
That's very difficult on such a small boat, wouldn't you say?
What do you want from me?
It's all very complicated, believe me. But we'll have enough time to clear it up. We're both going on a little trip.
I don't think so. Ah! Damn it! Oh!
Shit! We are dead. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, it's a guess.
Somewhere here was... All right. Very good. Hopefully no one can hear the noise up there.
Let's try to save. Yes, that will work.
Mrs. Mrs. Fracture, this Mr. He must have been... Oh, why did you get her...
Good evening.
You!
That's very difficult.
What do you want from me?
It's all very complicated, believe me. We're both going.
I don't think so. Ah! Damn it! Can't we talk about this?
No.
Oh!
Dang. Do it again. Okay. Loot.
Let's see this. Distraction. This end. Mr. Buck must have been. There's in. Oh, this is the. Why did he get her? Huh?
Good evening, Mr. That's very difficult.
What do you want?
It's all we're both going.
I don't think so. Ah! Damn it! Ah!
Yeah.
It was really brave of you to take that ride.
Yeah. Well, I actually had no other choice.
If you say so. Most important thing is the disc was still okay. You saved me.
I just wish they'd caught Boris.
He'll resurface soon enough.
I should have got back quicker, but the boat wouldn't go any faster. I still don't know what he actually wanted from us. And if you fly back to England on your own, who's gonna watch out for you then?
Oh, it's nice of you to worry. I've got hope. And Boris seemed to be after you and your mother, right? Nothing's going to happen to me.
Yeah, but still.
I still wish you'd stay here. Or that I could come with you.
We've been through this already. You have to stay here with your mother until she gets better. You can come and visit me in a few weeks.
Ooh, nice.
By then I'll know more about the mysterious Willow Creek.
What?
I hope so.
What do you mean?
I'm going to investigate. Willow Creek, Reginald Boris, about the time your mother was at the castle.
Listen to me. You are not gonna do that. Please, keep out of this.
But I'm a historian. Digging into the past is just what I do.
Yeah, but still, so bring you in the prison. It's like
Anyway,
killed Darren
I know
twice
you'll
already.
save me if I get into trouble.
Whee! What's going on there? A few days later.
Darren?
Huh?
They just called from the hospital. You should get over there straight away.
My mom.
What is with Miss Bible? She now alone.
That's a postcard of Biddeford.
Yeah, okay. I cannot use it. It is stopped raining. It's a graffiti. I was not seeing it in the beginning.
Mr. Michaels? It's, the doctor would like to speak.
What's with my mommy?
Something happened?
Just go through, please.
She's running away.
Darren,
Where's my mom?
your mom's heart failed this morning.
No.
What? No, that's impossible.
I really am very sorry.
Mom!
Hello, this is Rebecca Michaels. Unfortunately, I'm not at home at the moment. Leave me a message and I'll get back to you. Darren? Darren, are you there? He's here, Darren. Reginald Boris is here. I went to Willow Creek. I couldn't resist. Please forgive me. I found out a few things about this place. It seems there's something like a conspiracy here, and I think Reginald Boris is part of it. I saw him today, and now... No, go! Ah! Darren! Help me!
Hello? Angelina!
So what now? Chapter 3? Okay, there are some funny pictures of there. But what is the clue out of that? Chapter 3, Willow Creek, England. Yeah, good. Biddeford, man, and now flying to Willow Creek, England.
Wakey! We're there! So, this is it. The one and only hotel in this godforsaken place. I had to change trains in London and then sit for another 45 minutes in a cab. And now here, I'm in the middle of nowhere. The village of Willow Creek itself is a bit further down the road. But I ought to take a look around here first. Angelina must have checked into this hotel.
So okay, it's already. I hope you enjoyed to watch this video, and I hope you come back the next time. Yeah, second chapter was most of the time easy to solve. I hope you enjoy this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and goodbye. I hope you come back into next video.